What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadski, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. And in today's video, we're going to be going through all of the new characters that will be arriving on One Piece Treasure Cruise Global on the 28th of June, 2018, along with the brand new Legend Robin Sugo Fest. This particular Sugo Fest is an all-gold Sugo Fest and will also feature characters such as 6+ Crocodile, who is also super evolvable on the day of this Sugo Fest, and also 6+ Striker Lord, the cerebral version of Striker Lord. So hopefully you guys do go on to enjoy this video of me breaking down all of these new characters, and if you guys do, make sure to smack the like button down below. But without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So the first character that we're going to be talking about is going to be Shira Hershey. Now, Shira Hershey is one of the regular rare recruits in this batch. She is a Dex Cerebral Free Spirit type character, and at max level, at level 99, she has 2,108 HP, 1,154 attack, and 409 recovery. And in the brackets there you can see her statistics once you max limit break this character. She also has 30 cost and 4 socket spots, and she also gains an additional socket spot through her limit break. Shira Hershey's captain ability will state that all characters will get 2.25 times attack, and also she will reduce damage taken by 15%. So as a captain, she's not terrible, but definitely not a very viable option for a captain for most pieces of content. If you are extremely early game, not a bad captain ability, but you're not going to be using her as a captain because her special ability is the reason why this batch is so good, because these characters have amazing special abilities that help out a lot of different teams. So her special ability will start at 20 turns, maxes at 15 turns, and with a limit break will go down an additional 1 turn down to 14 turns. And what it does, it will reduce paralysis, special bind, and attack down on your crew by 5 turns. Additionally, she recovers 7,000 HP at the end of each turn for the next 3 turns and changes the top row orbs into matching orbs. So the fact that Shira Hershey removes 3 really annoying debuffs on your crew up to 5 turns makes this character essential for clearing the most annoying upcoming content. Notably, on the Sugo Fest banner, it does state that Coliseum Pedro is going to be arriving on Global extremely soon. He is an amazing cerebral character and you need to farm him up, and this Shira Hershey definitely helps along with clearing that piece of content. And not only just that, but for a lot of pieces of content coming out in the future, she's going to have a lot of use on a lot of different teams. A lot of people will still use this character even on a crew where she is not naturally boosted, just because she gives you so much utility as well as some healing as well, which is quite nice as well. So that's been the breakdown of her captain ability and her special ability. She also has 2 sailor abilities. The first of these crewmate abilities will go ahead and state that she completely resists special bind on herself, meaning that you can use her special ability to then special unbind other characters on your crew, which is fantastic. Always great that special bind removers do have this specific crewmate ability so that they can get around that kind of debuff on your team. The second crewmate ability, though, is only accessible through limit break, and it states that it changes all of your crew's orbs into recovery at the start of the adventure. This might not be good for some certain teams, but for other teams in particular, including Legend Robin teams herself, this is going to be exceptional, and we're going to be going through exactly why this is great a little bit further on down the road. But yeah, her sailor abilities are fantastic for her actual abilities as a sailor and her special ability. So now let's go ahead and move on to the second rare recruit of this batch. The second rare recruit is going to be Carrot, and Carrot is a strength powerhouse free spirit character, and she has at max level, at level 99, 2,162 HP, 1,310 attack, and 350 recovery. And like before, in the brackets you can see her max limit broken statistics. She has 30 cost and 4 socket spots, gains an additional socket spot through her limit break. Carrot's captain ability will go ahead and boost the attack of strength characters by 2.5 times, and then also will boost their recovery by 1.25 times. So a pretty average captain ability overall. Her special ability will start at 16 turns, maxes at 10 turns, and with a limit break goes down to 9 turns. Reduces the chain multiplier limit and chain coefficient reduction by 3 turns, and then will go ahead and lock the chain multiplier at 2.75 times for a single turn. She's a very nice utility unit, allowing you to get around all of those really nasty chain debuffs that some certain pieces of content will put on your crew. So this is going to be really nice for upcoming content for strength teams, for powerhouse teams, and also for free spirit teams. This is going to be exceptional for, especially if you do not have V2 Rayleigh, the Dex Legend Rayleigh, as he is a really nice free spirit chain locker. This is also a really solid free spirit chain locker as well. Carrot also has access to 2 different crewmate abilities. Her first one will go ahead and state that all recovery orbs are treated as beneficial to all characters, just naturally. So that is an amazing sailor ability that she gets just naturally. You do not have to limit break her for that specific crewmate ability. Her second one, you will have to limit break for, and what it will do, it will add 2.5 times this character's attack as additional tap timing bonus damage to every single character on your entire crew. So you times her attack by 2.5 times and you get that specific attack power added to each additional attack that you do on your crew. So it's actually not a bad little sailor ability. I believe the Dex Rare Recruit Lucci and the Strength Rare Recruit Kiros also have a very similar sailor ability to this as well. So Carrot is a very interesting one because she's actually not a cerebral unit, and the whole batch is all just based around cerebral characters. So this is kind of like the left field type of unit that isn't going to be used on this character's batch team, but still a very nice support unit overall for powerhouse and free spirit related squads. The next rare recruit that we're going to be discussing is going to be Nami, and Nami is a quick cerebral striker type character. At max level, at level 99, she has 2014 HP, 1355 attack, and 358 recovery. In the brackets, you can see her max limit broken statistics. She has 30 cost and also 4 socket spots, gaining an additional 1 through her limit break. Nami's captain ability will go ahead and boost all cerebral characters' attack by 3 times when they have a matching orb, and if they do not have a matching orb, it is just simply 2 times attack to cerebral characters. Not a terrible captain ability in certain situations, but not the best, and not really a captain ability you're going to be using that often. And her special ability, which starts at 21 turns, goes down to 15 turns, and with limit break goes down to 14 turns, will go ahead and cut all enemies' HP by 10%, and also changes her own orb into recovery, and will go ahead and boost all cerebral characters' attack by 1.75 times for 1 turn. However, if during that turn that you activate the special, you tap 5 perfects, she will boost cerebral characters' attack by 2.25 in the following turn. This is the best type booster in the game thus far. I don't think there are any other type boosters that boost attack by 2.25. There are 2.25 orb boosters, but she is the first 2.25 times attack boosting special, and it will only activate when you hit the 5 perfects during that turn. But this is still an amazing special ability to use on, let's say, a stage 4 fight of a Colosseum, or a stage moving onto the final room of a dungeon, as you can then go into that final room, get a 2.25 times attack boost, and this will bypass enemy preemptive attacks, similar to Legend Sabo or Legend Lucy. When you hit a certain amount of perfects, you get an attack boost in the next turn. This is the exact same mechanic that this specific Nami character uses, and it is exceptional for getting through certain annoying debuffs, allowing you to get really high attack boost into certain rooms. Nami gets 2 crewmate abilities. Her first one naturally will go ahead and state that if you tap perfect with this character while she has a recovery orb, that recovery orb is kept for the following turn. Very reminiscent of characters like the Strength Rare Recruit Chopper, where if he has a strength orb and he hits a perfect, you keep that orb. Similar thing here, except it's only with a recovery orb, not a matching orb. And her second crewmate ability will only activate when you limit break this character, states that it will give all quick orbs beneficial slot effects to cerebral characters, making all of them beneficial for the quick orbs. So that's, again, an amazing crewmate ability. So if you have this character, I would highly suggest limit breaking her, because that sailor ability to make all the quick orbs beneficial to cerebral is going to be very, very useful in upcoming pieces of content for cerebral, allowing them to get more orbs naturally to do more damage. The last of the rare recruit characters that we're going to be talking about is going to be with Koala. Koala is an int cerebral fighter type character. At max level, at level 99, she has 2063 HP, 1297 attack, and 370 recovery. Like before, you can see her max limit broke statistics in the brackets beside, and she has 30 cost and 4 socket spots, gaining a 5th socket spot with her limit break. Koala's captain ability will simply state that she boosts int character's attack by 2.75 times, which honestly is a pretty decent rare recruit captain ability just to get a straight 2.75 times attack to int. Fantastic captain ability. Her special ability will go ahead and start at 16 turns, maxing at 10 turns, and with a limit break will go down to 9 turns. Reduces bind and despair duration by 3 turns, changes her own orb into recovery, and if your captain is a cerebral character, she will add 0.7 to the chain multiplier for a single turn, and the bottom row slots on your team will be changed into matching orbs. So this unit obviously doesn't really seem that OP, but the fact that she does really nice utility with Bind and Despair removal also gives herself a matching orb on most cerebral teams, and then if your captain is a cerebral character, giving you a chain boost, because we know that the carrot in this batch, being a chain locker, is not a cerebral character, so you can't use her on a cerebral team, but this is like the next best thing, allowing you to get a lot of extra damage when you just activate this special. The 0.7 extra damage, it actually adds a lot of damage to your crew, as your last attacker in the chain will be having a 3.2 times chain boost, so that is fantastic, allowing them to do a lot of extra damage, and also allowing you to get some more matching orbs on the bottom row as well when your captain is a cerebral character. Also, she has 2 specific crewmate abilities. The first of these crewmate abilities will state that if this character taps a perfect with a recovery orb, the recovery orb is kept for the following turn. This is the exact same sailor ability that the quick Nami character has in this exact batch, and this is actually pretty nice because she gives herself a recovery orb, meaning that if you continuously tap perfect with this character, you're always going to be keeping that recovery orb, so that's pretty awesome. And her second ability is a limit break ability that will state that it will boost fighter and cerebral characters' HP, attack, and recovery by 35 points. So that specific sailor ability isn't that OP, but I believe it stacks, so if they are a fighter and a cerebral, they get 70 of each of the statistics, which is a little bit better. The fact that this character is a cerebral fighter, and also the legend of this batch is a cerebral fighter as well, so you're getting overall a lot more damage output, a lot more health, and a lot more recovery with this unit as a sailor. And now we're finally moving on to the SugoFest exclusive character of this batch, which is going to be Nico Robin. Nico Robin is a Psi cerebral fighter type character, and at max level at level 99, she has 2,680 HP, an attack power of 1,450, and recovery of 493. And in the brackets, you can see her max limit broken stats, which are pretty phenomenal as they are. She has 55 cost like all or most other legends, and she starts with 5 socket spots. Robin's captain ability will state that it will boost cerebral characters' attack by 3.25 times and give them a 1.5 times recovery boost. She treats all recovery orbs as beneficial to cerebral characters and reduces damage taken by 20%. I find this Robin to be absolutely phenomenal, as she gives you a base 3.25 times attack unconditionally, as well as an unconditional boost to the recovery 1.5 times. With a double Robin lead, you're getting 2.25 times recovery to your cerebral characters. When you are picking up recovery orbs with double Robin, you are healing so much goddamn recovery. And also the fact that she reduces damage by 20%, and if you partner that up with a double Robin, it's not a 40%, I believe it's like a 36% damage reduction, and then you get so much healing back with recovery orbs. This unit really likes to survive, and you don't really take that much damage. If you do take damage for whatever reason, you have a very nice opportunity to heal that back up as well. And the fact that when you do get recovery orbs, they are going to be counted as beneficial as well. Although if you are running a cerebral team, most of the time you're going to be using the Zunisha ship. It's going to be fantastic, and Robin is a great cerebral captain. Another really cool thing about Robin as well is she's actually one of those cerebral captains that don't require to be at low HP thresholds like characters like Crocodile, V2 Rayleigh, Inuarashi, those type of legends that require you to be at low HP thresholds when you're as a captain to get really high attack multipliers. And then you have Robin here who just gets a high attack multiplier unconditionally all the time. So that's, again, reasons why that this character is such a phenomenal captain. Robin's special ability starts initially at 19 turns and will go down to a 14 turn cooldown, but with a limit break, she actually goes down to a 13 turn cooldown. And what she does, she will reduce all damage taken by 100% for 1 turn, and if your captain is a cerebral character, she changes all adjacent orbs into recovery. Now, a lot of people might try and compare this character to characters like Legend Bartolomeo, who allow you to tank a hit for a turn, which is somewhat similar, but there is one key difference. The thing is, with Barto, you can only tank one hit of damage. If multiple characters are attacking you, you cannot survive that hit. However, with Robin, she just negates all damage. She puts up a shield and you literally take no damage. So you're not even down to 1 HP like what Barto would do. You're literally taking no damage whatsoever. You can tank through preemptives or end of turn damage dealing. You can get through poison and stuff like that. Like, she can get around like everything. You just take no damage, and I think that's a really fantastic ability to have in certain pieces of content, like the upcoming Colosseum Pedro. Having that will be very, very nice. Also, the fact that she will just give you 3 recovery orbs if she is a sailor. If she is a captain, you only get 2 recovery orbs, but with those 2 recovery orbs, you are still going to be healing a lot, and also they are considered as beneficial. So she will always guarantee you to get 2 guaranteed just matching orbs, especially if you are running a cerebral based team. Those are going to be considered as beneficial. So yeah, Robin overall is going to be a good unit, and the fact that all of the characters in this batch that we have talked about are all going to be trusty characters for the upcoming treasure map against treasure map Sabo in mid-July. So if you guys do pulls, you'll be able to get these characters and get a few more points in the treasure map. Before we end this video, let's discuss Robin's specific crewmate abilities. Both of her crewmate abilities are only accessible when you limit break this character. She does not have any natural crewmate abilities when you pull her. Robin's first limit break or sailor ability will go ahead and boost cerebral characters' HP and attack by 50 points, which is not too bad, not too bad. It would be nice if she boosted recovery as well, just so you could get more recovery back. And her second ability will make cerebral characters' Psi, recovery, and tandem orbs have matching slot effects. So just guaranteed to get 3 of the 7 natural orbs as beneficial is really goddamn awesome. However, for the most part, you are going to be using her as a captain. There aren't too many situations where you just want to be using her as a sub. There are definite situations where you can do that, but for the majority of times that you are going to be using this character, you're more likely than not going to be using her as a captain rather than a sub. But still, really nice just to state those abilities, because those limit break abilities, or sailor abilities, my bad, are actually pretty awesome. So that's been my entire breakdown of the brand new Legend Robin Sugo Fest. So I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video of me breaking down every single rare recruit and legend character in the upcoming Robin Sugo Fest. On the 28th of June is when this Sugo Fest is dropping, so make sure you guys are saving up your gems for this brand new Sugo Fest, because it's definitely going to be a good one. I really hope you guys did enjoy this video, and if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to smack the like button down below. And if you want to stay up to date with all of the content I post on my channel, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But without further ado, I'll see you guys within the next video.